Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing good, and most importantly, hope you're safe. And today we're just going to talk about the eyeshadow palettes that I have, and whether I think it's a good buy, and if you have any inclination of buying an eyeshadow palette budget wise as well as high end, I'll kind of tell you which would be a good one as far as I'm concerned. And as one thing for me, I'm more of a warm tone nudes kind of a person. I usually like certain neutral looks, or it should be more of a warm tone. So let's see what are the palettes that I have and what I really like. And so I have a few palettes over here. I'll just take away the big ones first. We can get them out of our way first. So I have here first is the Urban Decay cherry palette over here, and if you see, this has all the like the cherry tone sort of a shade. It's a very nice one. You could get a lot of looks with this. You could do a daytime look, you could do a nighttime look with this. So this is according to me a good buy, but as of now you're not getting Urban Decay still in India. So this I picked up on one of my trips abroad. So this, if brands are releasing so fast in India, and I'm sure it's not long before Urban Decay launches over here. They have their nude palettes here, but I think more than the nudes, I would like to go for this one. Especially the shades down this side will suit the Indian skin tone very well. So for me, this is an A plus from me. So this is the Urban Decay Cherry. Then I have the Huda Beauty Nude palette over here. This is the most talked about palette in 2019, I think. And this is a very pretty palette, except that these two kind of glitters, they are all over your face if you try to apply them. So otherwise the rest of the shades really work well. And this particular shade Raw is something which I use kind of in it's like a everyday shade for me. So I actually almost hit pan on that particular one. So it's a good palette. If you can splurge, it's a good one, but I'll show you others as well, so then we can see how it goes. And this is one of Revolution Pro Makeup Revolution palette. It's their new trials 2 reloaded. And the problem with these kind of palettes which come with this plasticky thing, it just breaks for me. I don't know why. I'm not sure why it happens. But again, if you see, this has got a lot of warm tones over here, browns and a couple of orangey shades, red shades. This is again great for our skin color. You can do a lot with this palette, and these kind of palettes come on discount on Nykaa. So sometimes Makeup Revolution comes as 50% off. So I got it at one such time for something like 600 or 650 rupees. I got this palette, and pigmentation is awesome, and the colors are great. You could just go with one color all over your lid and call it a day. You can do multiple looks with this. If you are on a budget and you need a nice palette, you could go for this. Just wait for the Nykaa discount. And then I have the Huda Beauty, this is a Desert Dusk palette, and I bought this during their sale time, I think the Black Friday sale. So this is the palette. It's beautiful, no doubt, but the problem is I don't use all the shades over here. There are few shades which really look great on me. I'm wearing this particular palette. I'm wearing amber and bloody moon on my lids today. Amber, blue moon, and the last one, I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that loud or oud or whatever? So these three shades I'm wearing, and I can make do with a little bit of bottom row. Maybe this part of it I've never really played around with it, but I got it again at a 50% off. So it, after discount, it came to like 2,500 rupees or something. So in that case it was worth the buy. So that's my take on Huda Beauty's palette. And then I have this palette which I picked up from Mecca Max in Australia, and these are the tones over here. It's a beautiful one, but I'm yet to play around with it. The pigmentation is awesome. It's not just an eyeshadow palette, it is also a face palette. You can use some of them as highlighters and blushes and things like that. So it's a multi-purpose palette. So this is again very good, but you get it only in Australia, so I'm not sure how, but I'm just showing my collection, that's it. And this is one of my favorites, all-time favorites. This is Jeffree Star's Androgyny, and I bought this off his website, and yeah, they do ship to India, but I wouldn't recommend you guys buying it on his website, because though it gets shipped from there, the moment it reaches India, it goes to our postal department or something on those lines, and it takes ages. It sits at your local post office for months together, and finally when it does reach the destination at your place, you're charged huge amounts of custom. So I did pay a lot, but I ordered along with this palette a few more lipsticks during his sale, not last year, in 2018 I bought this. So I wouldn't recommend buying it off his website from India, definitely not. But again, this is a beautiful palette, but it has a lot of these colors. This khaki color and these blues are something which I don't really go for. My most used shades are Fetish, this reddish one, and Deja Vu. This, I really use these two a lot, and these shadows are to die for, as in the quality. I think Jeffree Star makes such beautiful products, and it's really great. I mean, I cannot tell you, you don't have to go a lot. The pigmentation is awesome in his palette, and I would love to actually pick up something else from his collection. I bought a few lipsticks and this palette, but I really love this. The pigmentation is like crazy. So these are the two shades from this palette which I'm constantly using, so that's really good. So I think we got almost all the big palettes out of our way, and I'll go through the small palettes quickly. And this is from Wet n Wild, and this is their Rose in the Air kind of a color. Again, this happens to me, I don't know. This is a very cute, pretty palette. You can do your everyday makeup. Again, you can wait for Nika's sale, and you can get this at a very good price from them. It's just that this plastic feels very cheapy. If they could do something about this, it'll be really good. So that's Wet n Wild. I have this one Colourpop palette, California Love, and I used it recently in one of my Get Ready With Me for a Simple look. So this has a lot of these browns and things for your everyday look, and if you want to use it for an evening look also, you could use this. It's a very pretty palette. So this is Colourpop and California Love. And I had this mini one from Natasha Denona, and it's got these very nice brown in this kind of a shape, which you can do it like you can go from night to day to night time as well. And you this one, it's like a one-stop shop. You can just use this and call it a day. It's a very pretty palette. So this is one. You don't get it in India, but there are Instagram sellers who do sell this. They get it from the US or UAE, I'm not sure, and you could get it from them. And then I have a couple of more Huda Beauty. This is Huda Beauty's warm brown obsessions, and these are the color tones. I usually go for these browns and reds and pinks. I mean, these are the shades which really suit our Indian skin tone. So this is, again, I'm not really crazy about the small 9-pan palettes from Huda Beauty, because I'm not sure the quality is not the same as her big eyeshadow palettes. These kind of, you need a lot of blending and things like this. So I'm not a big fan about the pigmentation and things from, but the color story is very good over here. So I have this warm brown obsessions, and then I have this amethyst obsessions. So again, the color story is very good, but when you actually take this and try to apply it on your eyelids, it requires a great deal of hard work for this. It's not like you do a quick look and leave. No, that's not the thing. The quality is missing as far as her small eyeshadow palettes are concerned compared to her big ones. Her big ones are on the dot. And then I have this Stila palette over here. It comes with 4 eyeshadows. You have 2 blushes over here. I don't use these much except for this blush over here, but these browns are very good. But I tend to gravitate through to my other palettes over here, and only for the blush, this blush over here, which is a nude color. It looks very good for our Indian skin tones. So this is something. And I have another Revolution Pro kind of a palette. It's a small one. Again, this was bought on Nykaa's during the sale. I usually, most of them are bought in sale, as in whatever is available here during Nykaa's sale. Most of the time they have like 50% off for some reason or so. The ones which are bought here are definitely on sale. So this was also bought over here. This is a good color story, but the quality is not that good. So the colors are which I would go opt for on a daily basis, but the quality is not that good. And I have here a color bar palette which looks like this. Again, it's a nice one. When I compare it to my other palettes, I tend to reach out less for this, but again, the colors are very pretty, but it doesn't go that well on the eyelids. So I think the Indian brands really need to amp up their game as far as these eyeshadows are concerned. They do a good job with lipsticks, but the eyeshadows, no. When you do compare it with other stuff which we get abroad, this is not that good, but the colors are really good. Then I have one from Nars. This is absolutely your everyday neutral look palette. You have these browns and this copper. You could do your just office look on a daily basis. I think it's a very nice one. Again, Nars is not yet available in India. So the brands which I'm showing you, which are not available in India, I picked up on my trips abroad. So this is something. But as I said, it's not very long before Urban Decay and Nars do come to India. Brands are coming just like that to India. So that's why I thought I'll just show you, just in case you could. So this is again a very nice palette. Quality is good, and you can do day to night, sorry. And then I have this Estee Lauder one in collaboration with Violet. Yeah, Violet. So lovely colors again, but not as pigmented as I would like it to be. It does swatch very well on the hand, but it doesn't go well on the eyelids. So it's a very beautiful one. Paid a hefty price for this, but not too happy with this Estee Lauder. Then I have this Fenty Beauty one, which is again it's number 4, and it's her kind of neutral. She's come out with these 6-pan palettes. I think there are about 7 or 8, all near numbered like this one. So I got number 4, and it's pretty, but again we need to work a little harder on this eyeshadows. They are not like super soft. So basically when I say they are not super soft, I'll tell you why. Exact reason is this is by McGrath Labs, and these eyeshadows are so pigmented. They just go like, you know, they just go like butter. Just see the thing when it comes on to my finger, and then when I do that, it's so, I mean, the pigmentation, if you see, it's so good. So that's the reason this you just need to just do once with your brush and go on your eyelids and you're good. So in comparison to these, some of them, you know, like this one in Jeffree Star, the quality is so good. So that's where when I say like Fenty Beauty and any others, you have to work a little harder on, you know, application. You can't do your makeup in a hurry, definitely not, but with this you can definitely do it in a hurry. And I have this little palette from Lakme 9 to 5. The color story really appealed to me, and that's the reason I bought it. It does apply very well on the eyelids. The quality is good, so no complaints on this. Nice buy. And then I have this My Glam with Manish Malhotra collection, and I picked up this. This is a very beautiful palette. If you see, I've really dug into these 2 shades, but of course this did break a little, and most of it kind of fell into my makeup bag again when I was traveling. So but otherwise it's a very pretty 4-pan palette, and the quality is very good. So My Glam, I was really surprised by this. So the packaging is also very cute and very nice palette. Next one I have is this palette from MAC, and this is in collaboration with Patrick Star. And if you see, these are not the colors that I go for usually, and this I bought this because I wanted the lipstick which came along with this. They were willing to sell it as a set and not individually. This is the lipstick, and they sold this like a set. So, and I so badly wanted this, and that's the reason this is here. Otherwise I hardly ever use it, except for this shade, which is quite pretty. I should really start exploring more of my eyeshadows because it does look nice. It's just that I have to start using and be a bit more adventurous. And then I have a Laura Mercier one. It's a very cool tone palette if you see, but the pigmentation and is spot on. They are like, they go like, I don't know, just see the thing you see over here. It's so good. It's just that I don't tend to reach for a brown like that because my eyelids are already a little brownish and, you know, like a little bit pigmented, so it will only look more. So if anybody who wants to do a smoky eye look or something like that, this is it. You have a nice shimmery black over here, so this is one again. So those are the palettes I have. A few other quick things I'll show you is I have a couple of these Huda Beauty, I don't know what are these called, melted shadows, matte and metal shadows. One side is you get this matte, and the other side you get this metal thing with a brush like this. So you first apply the matte on your entire eyelid, and then you go with this, whether you want to do it like an eyeliner or go a little bit more. So I have a couple of more things in this. Since I thought it's like an eyeshadow palette, I didn't really pull out all of them. And few other things whilst we are on this is again a Natasha Denona. It's a single one. It's like a copper shade. It's like a lid topper. It's more, what should I say, it's a metallic type of one. I don't know if the camera will actually pick it up, but this looks really beautiful. It doesn't fall over your face, but your eyelids will just, you know, pop. It's beautiful. This is again by Natasha Denona. And a few other odd ones like this from Elizabeth Arden, all over your eyelid for office. Boom, you're done. So this is again by and this is again by Colourpop. I'm not sure what this is called. Sequin. Again a lid topper. Looks beautiful for a evening time or a night party or something like that. Looks great. I have the single eyeshadow from Colourpop, their Rain collection or something like that. It has these droplets on the thing. So this is again one-stop shop, all over your lid, you're done. Beautiful shade. I'm not sure if they sell this anymore, but it's a lovely shade. And again I have this Pat McGrath Labs one. It's again a single one. You wear a darker eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow on top, you just apply this. Looks lovely. It looks so subtle during the daytime, and you can just go with another coat and it will really amp it up and for your night look. So this is one again. That's about it, I think. So guys, that was my eyeshadow collection. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think about this, and let me know if you'd like to see more of my makeup collection, and I'll be happy to do it for you. And I'll say goodbye now, and don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay safe. Bye bye.